Well, I had really been someone that struggled with sugar cravings, struggled with getting to a place with my body transformation that I was happy with, that I felt like I was at a healthy place. And I had really tried to do everything out there for decades. I tried to really destroy, get rid of my sugar cravings, but I couldn't. They were so strong, and they would come on stronger when I was going on a diet where I would feel like I would binge eat. I would be uncontrollable in how sharp those cravings were. I tried every single diet out there, from Weight Watchers to Atkins to South Beach to eating less, working out more, tracking my food. And I would be able to lose a certain amount of weight, like maybe 10 pounds or sometimes 11 pounds. But the moment I would hit a number like that felt like I actually accomplished something, I would start eating all the foods that got me there and put that weight back on, and plus more. And so I, had been going through this cycle, this just weight loss up and down for decades, when I had my two children and I was working in a demanding career as a management consultant in New York. And that's when I realized I just did not feel good anymore. It was about how I looked, but I just didn't feel good. I felt tired. I was always exhausted. I didn't want to do many things with my kids because I was tired, and I couldn't imagine going on walks, going to the park, things like that. And so I was just thinking, as I looked ahead to my future, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to be that mom who's sitting on the sidelines, who's feeling tired, who's watching her kids do what they're doing and not participating with them and not setting a healthy example. And in addition to that, I would just look at myself in the mirror and say, how did you get here? And what do I do now to get out of here? Because I just didn't have the time that I did before. And so I started, just being sick of not being able to fit into my clothes, of not feeling light and energetic. But I knew that I couldn't diet anymore because I had already tried those things, and I just didn't have the time to keep losing and gaining the same 10 to 12 pounds anymore, when I actually wanted to really lose even more than that. And so I started using my background. I have a degree in molecular and cell biology from UC Berkeley and a graduate degree from NYU. And I started using the research access I had to scientific research. And I started looking into the foods that could actually increase my metabolism instead of focusing on decreasing what I was eating and focusing on restriction, because I knew that just did not work for me. And I was so surprised that I found out that there was actually foods and ingredients that we can add to our diet, and there was ways that we could combine our foods that would help us burn more fat without feeling hungry. And so I started experimenting, adding these foods to my breakfast, to my snacks, to my lunches, and I could not believe it. The first week, it was, I felt like I was so full and so satisfied. I loved what I was eating. I was thinking, there's no way I can lose weight like this. Turns out 9 months later, I lost 40 pounds in that 9 months.